Whenever you're starting a new project in After Effects or any animation, whether it's for a client or a short film that you're doing for yourself, getting yourself organized is key. If you know in advance what you'll need, you'll have a better workflow. You won't have to guess, although things do change. I haven't done a single project, even my own short films, where things didn't change. But at least I have a list to start with so I can at least adjust on the fly. Inside of your work files folder, you'll find something called the Star Crash Assets list. Now, this list contains the things I think we'll need for this project. Now, the first thing I do is categorize things. We need art, we need effects, we need type, production things like storyboards or whatever, and audio. So the first thing we're going to need, of course, is a star field. We're going to mimic the Star Trek opening from the 60s. So we're going to have a star field. We'll create that in Photoshop perhaps. We're going to create a saucer. So we're not really going to replicate the Star Trek ship. We're not going to make the Enterprise. We're going to still stick to that 60s, that B-movie kind of feel. And we're going to create a little gray saucer inside of Adobe Illustrator. And as you can see here, I also have OR 3D because you might want to work on something in Maya or Mudbox or whatever and then bring it into your production. The planet is going to be created in 3D as well. Now, I've actually created a planet for you guys, and I created it inside of ZBrush, believe it or not. So all the assets for this product or production are already inside of your Star Crash folder inside your work files folder. Not everyone is going to have Illustrator. Not everyone's going to have Photoshop, but I'm still going to go through the entire workflow of generating these assets, except for the planet. This is going to be done for you, and I'm not going to go into creating it in ZBrush for you, although I might show you what it looks like inside of ZBrush. For the effects, we're going to have to put a glow around our planet to give it a little bit of that atmosphere. Our saucer might need a blur because the Enterprise does go by kind of fast. For type, we're going to need a logo, the Star Crash logo, and we can create that in After Effects itself, or we can create it in Photoshop, or we can create it in Illustrator. As far as production, I've created some storyboard paper, and that's included as well inside your assets folder. And we'll talk about that once we get to the storyboard section. Audio. As far as audio, well, we can have voiceover because you have to have that space. These are the voices. You have to have that Shatner kind of voice. And it says Hunter here because it's my nickname, and I'll be doing the voiceover. Of course, you could do your own voiceover. Music, I put maybe because that, of course, depends on whether the client wants the music. And I also want to have a variable that's something that might be included based on the budget. So sometimes a client wants a whole bunch of stuff. And based on the budget and the time frame, you have to determine whether or not those things are actually feasible. And let me tell you from experience, clients want you to deliver them the entire planet for $5.55. So I always tell my clients, you can have it fast or you can have it great, but you can't have it fast and great. So they have to choose. If you want to do it in a week, it's going to look horrible, but you're going to have your thing. If you want it to be great, it's going to take time, but you'll get exactly what you want. It's going to cost more money. So when you say more money, clients get a little scared. But anyway, so we also have a ship sound, that little whisk sound as the ship goes by, whoosh, that kind of thing. Now we could do that by, just saying that literally in the microphone, or you can find a sound, or you can go around your house and try to find something that makes that sound and simply record it. So this is our assets list. And let's go ahead and move on to the next part.